we're sort of embarking on this low line project to really open up accessibility along the railway, and obviously the Vinopolis scheme is a fantastic opportunity to draw people up from Cling Street and sort of get them on that journey sort of across the neighbourhood and deeper into the neighbourhood, and similarly on the Sampson and Ludgate side there's great opportunities there. So I think our wish is really to see that viaduct really celebrated and the spaces within it, really sort of regenerated in a sensitive way that really delivers for the neighbourhood, and a world-class walking route along its length that will really sort of encourage people to explore a bit deeper into the neighbourhood.
As an architect, I'm an eternal optimist, so I'm going to keep going with wishes. And my wish is that it just stays with its diversity, because I think that's the key to its success. I think the minute it becomes sterile, so it's all about offices, all about retail, all about one thing, then it will fundamentally change it. So I think it's diversity and maintaining quality, and quality through architectural quality, and I think things like Better Bankside. Southern Council also doing a fantastic job with the regeneration of it. So my wish is that that continues.
I think wish rather than concern. I think my wish would be that Bankside, and this goes for central London more widely, continues to be over the next 20 years where global investors want to come, because all these fantastic things that are happening at Bankside and the way it's been transformed in the last 10 or 15 years is largely down to mainly foreign investment coming into London. So London remaining an open place, remaining a cultural, political, economic hub. My personal view, I'm an optimist, I think that will continue. I suspect the impact of Brexit on the sort of investors who come to central London and Bankside is probably, I hope, fairly minimal. So, but my wish is that the money continues to flow in, and so these projects can continue to be funded.
I think diversity is a pretty good way of summing it up, actually. I think I hope the diversity continues. I would like to see more retail come into Bankside, and I think that is coming. That will happen, and that will improve it further. As I said earlier, we don't want to be complacent, but I think Bankside is in a pretty good spot. And I think what would be really nice to see is actually the benefits that have happened over the last 10 years and have escalated further over the last 5 years, flowing out further into some of the outer areas of the borough.
I guess I echo the thoughts, and I sort of liken it to the difference between a rainforest versus a plantation, and I think that Bankside really representative of this sort of rainforest, this complex interdependency of different sort of forms that somehow manages to keep itself in balance. And of course we know that the rainforest is potentially at risk from external environments to that part, but I really hope that therefore that we can maintain that ecosystem, that environment that does maintain that sort of independence or interdependence of what's happening, and we don't move to something that is more plantation, that is sort of hegemony, that this total domination, one sort of part that is then open to some form of challenge or disease that might happen and wipe through it. So I think really if we can maintain this sustainable approach to what's happening in a rainforest type environment, I think we have a bright future.
I'm going to return actually to the quotation that you started with, which is Prospero from Tempest. And part of that speech is, we are such stuff as dreams are made of. And so I think my wish would be to continue working with some of the partners that we already have, like Deutsche Bank, and to continue to find more partners to fund the work that we're doing so that we can continue to implement all these dreams that we have.